my name is Liz Delacroze from thelemonbowl.com, where I make healthy food taste delicious. Today I've partnered with my friends at Kettle Brand Chips to talk about picnic inspirations. The sun's getting out, the weather's heating up. It's time of the year when we take our parties outdoors, whether that's pool parties, barbecues, or picnics, you name it, we're going to take those parties outdoors. So when I'm thinking about what to create for those events, I like to create dishes that can kind of sit out for a little bit without worrying about keeping them cold and that type of thing. So it'll probably come to no surprise to you today that when I think of going outdoors, hummus is what comes to mind. You know it's a huge part of my family. It's really our signature dish, something that I bring to every special event and holiday. So today I'm sharing roasted red pepper hummus. So it's a different take on your traditional, and hummus is great like that. You can really switch it up by adding a few different ingredients and really making it your own. It's really simple. You basically put everything right in the food processor and let that do all the work for you. As with most hummus recipes, it starts out quite simply with canned chickpeas. Be sure to drain and rinse them. I like to do that because it gets rid of that liquid that contains a lot of excess sodium, and when you get rid of that, that helps you really lower the sodium content and control the salt level yourself. Put those right in here. Next up, the star ingredient, roasted red peppers, full of vitamins, full of antioxidants, really good for you, adds a lot of delicious deep roasted red pepper flavor. They're very easy to make yourself as well. You can broil the pepper quickly over your gas stove, put them in a bowl, cover them, and let the skin come off very simply. But I'm not going to judge you if you buy them just like I did. Next up, we're going to add lemon juice. No surprise there, right? But the juice of one lemon. I like to, it's usually about a quarter cup, but every lemon's a little bit different, so you might need a little more than one. The other ingredient that you have to use is tahini. It's really just sesame paste, so pureed sesame seeds. Contains a lot of healthy fats that are good for you, and they provide a really deep, earthy, nutty flavor to really any hummus recipe. It's about a quarter cup. My mom likes a lot more, so again, you can make it your own. My mom would probably add almost a half cup. The next ingredient that provides a little bit of smoky flavor is smoked paprika. It smells really just rich, deep. It's a lot more flavorful than traditional paprika, so I really like to add it, and I think it really complements the other ingredients very well. I add about a teaspoon. Again, feel free to add more or less. Of course, you need a little bit of salt to bring out all the flavors. About 1 teaspoon. And can't forget garlic. My favorite flavor is lemon and garlic. A little bit of water also helps get things moving and creates a really smooth texture. Start with a couple teaspoons, tablespoons. You can keep a little extra, and then if you need to add it later, go right ahead. Olive oil is another ingredient I like to add that helps make the really creamy, healthy texture as well, because you're getting more healthy omega-3 fats from the olive oil. Start with a couple tablespoons to a quarter cup, and then you can always add more or less later if you need it. That's it. We're going to give it a go and see how it looks. So now that the hummus is ready to go, you can tell everything's really pureed really nicely. I'm going to show you how I like to serve it. Because remember, you eat with your eyes first, so all about presentation in my book. I like to take the hummus and actually, I like to put it in a flat platter. A lot of times you see people put dips in bowls, but I like to put a lot of delicious garnishes on top, and when you have it flat out, each little bite gets a bit of the garnish, whereas the small bowl, not many people will get those delicious fresh garnishes on top. So once that's kind of spread out nicely, you're going to go ahead and put a little bit of fresh chopped parsley. Curly or Italian works perfectly. And again, you're just kind of bringing out the brightness of the colors, making everybody want to come take a bite. After that, my favorite ingredient for hummus, toasted pine nuts. And the best way to toast them is to put them on a baking sheet and bake them at 350 for about 5 minutes. They'll be evenly browned, and you don't have to worry about them burning on a stovetop in a pan. I've done that way too many times, and it just, you have to constant watch them, and you get nervous you're always going to burn them, and usually you do. So the oven makes it really simple. And feel free to go crazy with the pine nuts. Everybody loves them. One of my favorite ways to serve them is with veggies, chips. You could have pita bread. Chips are actually really nice because they're gluten-free, so if you have a party where you might have some guests with different allergies and some that don't, no matter what, everyone likes a potato chip. And kettle chips, one of the reasons why I choose them when I do eat potato chips is the fact that they don't contain any GMO ingredients, so you really don't have to feel guilty about eating them. They're made with all natural ingredients, potatoes and different seasonings, and again, there's no trans fats. So if you're going to indulge in a snack food like a potato chip, I really like kettle chips because I trust what's behind the brand, and let's be real, the flavor is delicious. Let's give this hummus a try. Make sure you get a bit of the pine nut in your bite. The smoked paprika provides the perfect balance to all of the flavors. Perfect amount of garlic, lemon juice, and guess what? This will taste even better tomorrow. So if you are throwing a party or going to a picnic, save yourself some time the day of and do this ahead of time, and that way you're stress-free the day of the party. Again, thank you for stopping by. I hope you like this roasted red pepper hummus from Liz at the Lemon Bowl.